myself, and then I will be using this thing. I believe we got them all here. All right, friends, we are back with another episode of Quotes with Reddington. And we're going to have a fantastic panel of people. We have ourselves, not just, we have six individuals. And we have newbies to veterans to the top of the app. All right. And they're all taking time out of their busy schedules to come in and support it, man. Greatly appreciate it. I won't forget it. So how this show works is it's called Quotes with Reddington. I say my little gist here and introduce myself. Gosh, I'm Reddington. I'm an OG on the Meet Me side for over 10 years when it was called My Yearbook. That's right. And then from My Yearbook, eventually called Meet Me. Okay. Bad luck, I guess. Despite many efforts, I never really got the traction that I think I should have gotten, but that's okay. But I joined POF July 4th of this year, and nothing but an awesome experience. And, hey, different experiences, different strokes. That's all good. It's all good. So I've been here a long time. Honestly, for those that don't know, Team POF in the comments. That's right. Okay. For those that are, don't know, the little playlist button next to my name is that I'm going to Live Fest. If you see that next to anyone's name, that is Live Fest in Arizona. Ticket and everything. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be Jay's gonna be there. Gonna meet Jay. Gonna meet all of you guys that are going. And trust me, those aren't going. I'm definitely gonna be taking pictures. I'll be arriving Thursday, and I'll be staying on Sunday. The actual Live Fest starts until Friday, but I think it'd be the best move to get there beforehand, so it's not a mad rush. I got one of those beautiful hotel rooms at the resort, meaning I also get to pick where I am. And I already called the front desk, and I'm conflicted. Like, do I want one right up right there, or do you know what I mean? Or you want them to be a little bit off to the side, away from the noise? Tough one, tough one. But we're going to go off subject here. Let's get back on track. So this is the Quotes with Reddington. We're going to have our first quoter. By all means, all of you guys start requesting the box, but we got the first person up, all right? And they're going to introduce themselves, tell us about themselves, deliver a quote, and I want everyone in the comments to pay attention because we do crown a winner at the end, and your vote does matter. Yes, it does. Okay, so up first, we do have River. Okay, and now I need to, yep, I got this right. This is why it helps having another account to look at yourself. Whoop, I got to tilt the head this way. Perfect. Okay, River, how are you?
I am doing fantastic today. How are you doing today?
I will make the box medium size for you.
Ooh,
Okay, let's go with the medium view. Okay, and then yep. Okay, so with that being said, tell us about yourself. How long you been on this app? I think you're newish.
I am new-ish. Now to the app, not so much, but to streaming, absolutely. I have been on and off the app probably since 2014.
Okay.
And so, but I've never really put myself out there to I guess because of the criticism, I couldn't handle it then, but now I'm a different
Ooh,
person.
okay.
So,
A
yeah.
different person. Now you can handle it. So, did you initially use the app for dating?
Yes.
And a man's got to ask, did you find any love while you were on the app?
I actually did. I actually did.
Okay.
My longest relationship of 4 years, lasted, because of Plenty of Fish. That's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, So you've
It
been on
didn't
the apps like
work,
having,
but
for several years, but the streaming aspect not so much.
right.
Okay, all right. So, um, are you ready to deliver a quote for us? And you can give multiple quotes. And remember, disguise the limits. Movie quote, poem, a story, a self made quote, whatever your heart's desires are. I only ask it if you do use someone else's material that you at least give us an idea who it is. And so, welcome everyone that's getting here. This is Quotes with Reddington, aiming for a featured show. Got interviewed for it and everything. And we had to do our due diligence and go about it the right way and upload things. This is going to be episode number 3. And thank you so much, everyone that's here. Take your time, taking your time out of your busy schedule. So please tell us about your quote you're about to deliver. Is it self-made? Give us all the details, please.
Ooh, all the nitty gritties. Okay. Now, the quote that I'm going to deliver comes from a very iconic movie, star-studded cast.
Maybe don't even tell us the movie without give us the quote first. Yes. Let's see who's out there that knows. I
Let's
like it.
see who knows this quote from a star-studded movie. I don't know the year. I know it's an older movie, but it is a classic. And I'll give you a hint in a minute.
Hmm.
See, Daddy, sinners have soul too. Can you
Hmm.
guess it?
Anybody in the comments? I am stumped. Oh, it
See, Daddy, sinners have soul too.
is it.
Nobody's got it yet.
So okay, so it's not beloved.
No, it's not forced either. Yes! Utterly passionate. Utterly passionate. Totally got it.
And that's Egyptian King. I think someone took a milestone of his, and yeah.
Oh, well,
Okay,
that it is from The Color Purple.
so can we go ahead and hear that from start to finish one more time, please?
See, Daddy, sinners have soul too.
Okay, that okay. Now, all right, that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, didn't see that one coming. What year was that movie? Maybe you can for those that don't I'm not familiar with it.
I don't know why I want to say like 96 to 2006. That's where I'm going with it, but I have no idea. It's got to be older than that. It really do. Um but I really have no idea.
Maybe somebody would
1985. Ooh.
1985. Egyptian king once again with the background and the knowledge. Now I wonder, did
Yes.
he pull out Google for this? I mean, or did he just no? I feel like there's something. There could be some funny business,
There's
but I
something
love it. I love it.
hella funny about it.
Okay, okay. So that was amazing. You still have a couple minutes? Do you have any input that you like to give us? You still have plenty of time on the clock. Um, do you have any shows that you want to plug? What are you about? Do you sing? What talents do you bring when you stream?
Well, when I'm on my stream, the first thing that I bring is positivity, 100%. I may cuss a little in my stream, but I I still keep it nice. So that's the first thing. Second thing is I do art and I do music. So you might see me play a guitar, you might see me pull out a painting. This is some of my art behind me. So just little things like that.
And what kind of singing? What's your genre that you tend to sing, or a little of everything?
A little bit of everything. If I can hit it, I can
Fantastic.
sing it.
All right. Well, I can sing too. I can do a little of everything myself.
Maybe
Just
we can
might be
harmonize
stepping down my
sometime.
road. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That was amazing. That was really nice. Thank you for being the first person up too, and you the newish. But hey, we all had to start somewhere. And thank you. Does anybody in the audience like to maybe ask her a question? Um, you know, Does any you have any events coming up? Any kind of shows? Are you looking to get into events?
I am slowly, and Jay's been helping me with that. Um, but hello, Roger and P. Roger, how you doing?
Oh, just
Um,
focus on me. Just focus on me. That way, that way we can, the next people up. I got to keep it moving. We got five more to go. So, are you trying to get into events?
I am slowly trying to get into it. It's a
Okay.
little overwhelming, though. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule and being the first person up and being the newish. And you know what? You delivered and you did amazing. Thank you so much. All
Thank
right. Thank you.
you.
Go ahead and exit the box, and we got ourselves. All right. So once again, if you guys don't know, this is quotes with Reddington, and hit the little X next to me, or I can do it for you. Perfect. That was quotes with Reddington, and we had our first person up, and she delivered a quote. Please pay attention in the comments so we can get someone who is going to. We're going to get the audience to vote. So, with that being said, I want to keep it moving. I've got to get the next one in, and I am going to put in first the person that was next. That was Vampy. Vampy was the next one up. That's going to go. Vampy is here. Oh my gosh, she is looking festive. She's got makeup on and everything, looking like you're a little early, but maybe this is always how you dress. Maybe is it okay? Very good. I love it already. I myself embrace the power of darkness. Maybe we'll talk about that off stream sometime. And oh yeah, what is this? Is that Nirvana?
It is Nirvana.
Oh my God.
Yes.
How about Smells Like Teen Spirit? How about The Man That Took Over the World? Oh my gosh. Kurt Cobain was ahead of his time. And I would tell you, he's a perfect example of what can happen if you marry or date the wrong woman or person. It's not classify things, but there is definitely come as you are. What is that? Heart shaped box? Oh man. But ahead of the time, and you could still to this day fire up some Nirvana, and you're gonna be like, oh man, this is awesome. But some people personally don't really know about it, and you're like, dude, where you been? But I also understand that. I know. I got into this debate with someone one time, and we were talking about classic music, and they listed something from the year 2004, and I was like, yeah, that's not a classic. Like that's 20 years old. How's it not? And I'm like, okay,
It's not. It's
we're
not.
gonna agree to disagree. That is not a classic. So Vampy, okay, you take over now. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us about your experience and how long you've been on, and ultimately, at some point in time, you're going to give us a beautiful quote. Hey, everyone in the comments is looking to see how you deliver the quote to the theatrics, and by all means, you take over.
Well, my name is Vampy. I've been on the app since 2016. I didn't start fully streaming till 2018. Actually, I was one of the people that lurked in the comments. I was so shy when I started streaming and stuff. But yeah, and so far my journey have been pretty fun. I met a lot of cool people, and I'm glad that I made this app my choice of streaming and making new friends. So the quote that I am going to state
Well, can
here.
you tell us a little more about this streaming before you move in there? I want more details. When you stream, what do you have a theme? Is there something that do you have talents as well?
So I do stream at random times. Most times when I do stream, not a lot of people be on. They probably in bed by then, about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm
But
in the
I do.
same ballpark about the late night. I worked, I leave my house 2:45 p.m. and don't come home until 2 a.m., potentially 4 a.m. And oh yeah, so trust me, I'm in that same category as you. So continue, please. Do you have talents? Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you perform? What? Tell us a little bit about that.
So before I even really started singing on this app, I was a queen of lip syncing. I did lip sync battles on the app. I won one of
Hmm.
Emerald Empress's lip sync battle during the Halloween edition. Yes, I do like dancing. I like performing, and I also like singing. And I mostly sing my lives anyways.
Okay, so all right, you're quite the performer as well. This is amazing. All right, so do you have multiple quotes? One quote? Do we get a hint? Yes. That okay. Let's get right to it. So, um, are you going to have kind of a surprise element where you give us hints of where it comes from? Or you're just going to get right to it. You go ahead and take over now.
All right. So the first one I'm gonna do is from one of my inspired artists that everyone should know and grow with. He was a kid when he started singing, and he's also Jackson 5. So
Hmm.
the quote, so the quote goes, "To live is to be musical, starting with the blood dancing in your veins. Every living has a rhythm. Do you feel the music?"
I feel somebody would know that, and I almost feel like I might.
There you go. Was that
Yo,
passion?
whoa! Someone actually did beat Egyptian this time. Whoa. Okay. 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 Well done. Well done. Okay. Go ahead and get to the next one. Wow. Impressive with the snipe beating out Egyptian King this time.
Okay, so the next one is from my childhood, Akuna Matata. So the quote,
Oh.
that's the hint. So the quote goes, "Oh,
Ooh,
yes."
come on. I know this one. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. There's no denying that was from the Lion King.
So it goes, "Oh yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it, learn learn from it."
Oh,
It's from
can you say that one more time for me?
He said, "Oh yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it." Rafiki says that.
Hmm. One more time for us. The past, is that what you said?
Yeah, it said, "Oh yes, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it."
Kind of like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Somebody out there, maybe, Egyptian King is probably right now getting on top of this. I feel we had it heard a couple of times. I feel like somebody knows it. I, I, can we get a further hint of maybe, like, is it a
It was
movie?
like they said it already in chat.
What? Uh, it was The
It was
Lion
like,
King again?
yes. Oh
Wow,
no, that's
that was a trick. Wow. Okay, okay. That was tricky. That was fan. All right, continue.
all right. So my third one is from a movie. Uh, started with a guy named Ferris. So here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Life moves faster if you don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Yeah, yep. I mean, come on. I mean, as soon as you said Ferris and we knew it was a movie, oh, I was like, uh oh. Too many hints, too many hints, too many hints. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna have to say that I mean if we played the technicality card, she didn't finish, but I think everyone in the comments, as soon as they heard Phil, Ferris, Ferris. You remember that school teacher that with the monotone voice?
Yes.
But yeah, once again, it looks like King Gobber was
Mhm.
the person on top of it. I almost suspect that maybe was there some sort of inside information. Goober, excuse me. Wait. Was there not some sort of inside information exchange between the two
No.
of you, or
No.
do we have ourselves cahoots?
No.
I
No.
smell a conspiracy. No, I'm just kidding. Um, okay, so make sure you guys are, here for the quotes with Reddington and you have a spot. Make sure you buzz that box. Okay, so, we have a couple minutes here. Relax. You did fantastic. What do you guys in the audience? I guess I forgot to say that thing. what do you guys think of the first person that went, and what do you think of our second person here so far? And what do you think how the voting is going? We gave three and had a lot of trickery, and but you got to admit the first person up that was new, getting her feet wet. But shortly after, Vampy was right on top of it too. So I don't. So any thoughts? Those in the comments. How do you guys feel so far after the first two? Yes, yes. Make sure you favorite everyone that's here participating. Favorite the gifters, all that good stuff. Come on now. Do you have any further events? Time to plug yourself. What do you got?
Okay, so October 27th, I am hosting my Halloween auction at 8 p.m. EST. It's a Halloween costume based one, so everyone bring your best out costume. I will have a judge in the back looking at the costumes throughout the auction. I'm also an admin for Beyond Magic and Cinema Score. They both shows are every Friday. One is at 6 p.m. EST Eastern Standard Time, and the second one is at 7 p.m. EST. I do have a show on Sunday with Miss CW. Um, I do have the chopping block with Winda coming up on Monday as well.
Nice. So you're a jam-packed individual. You're keeping yourself very busy. Tell me a little bit more about this Halloween and what day is it? Because a man might want to be interested if you got spots. And what day is the 27th?
Uh, I believe it's either Thursday or Friday. I don't know. I think it's
Okay,
Thursday.
well, if I look at a calendar here myself here, we're looking at it's a Friday. We talk. We talk perhaps. I'm in two Halloween events already, but I'm not in anything Friday. And let's just say I have some very unique costumes that are just itching to be worn. Everything from I've been well known to dress up as Freddy Krueger. I have the sweater and the claw, and I'm very good with them. Yes,
I love it.
so maybe for those and for those who don't know, there's going to be an after party where we can kind of cut loose, and maybe I give a little appearance of Freddington. Freddington is what I call it. Freddington.
Funny how you said Freddy. I'm recently rewatching Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my gosh, the cult classics. Not totally get off subject, but do you think that horror movies today have what it is back in the day? I mean, what, Scream? Scream? Is that like our only thing going for us? And even that, it's more comedy than horror, especially I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm surprised no one. Oh, and FYI, we're going to be running this, as many Fridays as possible in a row, because that's how you have to do it consistently. But I sometimes have to go on, little getaways, and well, you know how that goes. I was in New York a couple weeks ago and other places on top of that, and a man's got to keep himself busy. We only live life once. So with that, any closing thoughts?
Actually, I do think this is so far. I think the show is amazing. When I heard it was like about quotes, I knew like a few that come top of my head, so I just write them down. And thanks so much, Emma. But I would love to do a show again in the future.
Absolutely. Hey, we're going to be running this. And Umbe, who's in the comments, was a previous episode quoter. Yes, she was. And she has wonderful work, and she's a wonderful streamer as well. Vampy, thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to keep it moving. We got next in line. Thank you so much. Let's keep it moving. Welcome everyone that's getting here. Thank you everyone for showing up, right? Without support, I just talk to myself, and I do that enough. With that being said, for those that don't know here, we're going off of the audience to decide the winner. And we so far have had two amazing individuals. We got to keep it moving. Let's get the next person up. As far as I know, yep, the next person up was King. This will be the first time he and I have gotten to meet, as far as I know of. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself. And is it? I'm not always the brightest guy when it comes to name. Is it Goober? Is it Goober? Is it You know,
You're
I
good. No worries. A lot of
I see
it's
things
Pete and
differently.
Goober. Yeah, it's all good. My friends make fun and mess with me. Yeah, Uber or as long as it's not Uber or Gobble or Gobbler, I'm okay. I can
Gobbler,
tell you the
no, not the
backstory on that
gobbler. I
another
see where
time.
that one's going. Okay, that's yeah. You don't want that. You don't want the gobbler. Okay,
I
so
already got it. It backstory for another time. I gotta give you context. I realize how that came off.
no, I'm busting up laughing. I'm trying my best to keep a straight face, but we got to have some comic relief. You know, this is when it's about. We can't have it all serious. I mean, where's that snare drum? Yeah, thank you, thank you. So this is the first time I'm meeting this guy, you know, and and the same thing with for the most part, the first quarter was the same ballpark. We got to meet a little bit beforehand. She jumped in, did some battles with her, helped her out, explained it. Up and coming person, was getting her feet wet. And then obviously we had Vampy. Apparently she's a seasoned individual with going from one event to the next and hosting and admitting. So now I get to hear about you, my friend. Let's go.
So yeah, so believe it or not, I'm actually new to streaming myself. I've only been streaming like not just on the app, but in general. I'm new to all this for about 7-8 weeks now. I started in the like beginning or middle of August. And first week I was already in Medge's auction. I just took the ball and ran with it. I've lost track on how many feature shows and shows I've been on. I'm trying to get up there, get enough exposure. I'm all about positivity. I call my extreme the Goober Kingdom, where I act like a fool, I dance like idiots, which I love doing so, by the way. I'm a complete goofball, hence the name. I do live up for it. Haven't found anybody more goobier than I am, so um
We're gonna have a challenge for that title.
yeah.
Continue, my friend.
But yeah, I've been streaming that long, and like I said, all about positivity. And yeah, I'm like blanking out right now. I'm starting to get nervous all of a sudden.
Oh no,
um,
no, take your time. Look, we got plenty of time. We got just relax, be cool. We got three more people, and we got good timing going. We made it for the first three with good time, and I introduced things. Trust me, take your time. You got this.
Thank you.
You're the seasoned man. You know what I mean? Don't
I appreciate him. I got
take
people
your
in
time.
here.
Take
I
your
got
time. Take your
my
time.
cousin's in here, so he's relaxing me right now. So shout out to my cousin, Emoji
Oh,
J, if
who's your
anyone knows.
cousin? Help us out.
Emoji J.
All right. Is that like a cousin in real life, or is that like?
No, he's like a cousin to me. I have like siblings on the app and cousins that like are like it. Like Emoji J is like my cousin because he gives me that vibe and he reminds me of a couple cousins. And I have sisters on the app as well. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention them.
Well, let's keep it to the quote show and about who you are, my friend, because I don't want to run out of time. I'm supposed to
Of
keep
course.
this under an hour, and we're doing great on time. And I don't use really a script. I don't like using scripts. I'm an improv, but at the same point, I got the script inside my head, and trust me, I can tell you, I'm gonna have to. I give quotes at the end too, so be
Okay.
prepared.
So I
Okay,
love
so go ahead.
I have
So we
four.
have go ahead. Okay, go ahead and let's fire them off. Let's go.
And that's just from the top of my head because when I found out about your show, I'm like, I'm there. I love quotes. So,
Okay,
um,
that's fantastic. Let's go. Get right to it so we can make sure we get everyone in.
okay, so I'll just work my way up from four to number one. The fourth one is from I don't know if I should give hints to save time, maybe not. Um,
Why
but
not?
it okay.
A little bit
Well,
of
the
hint.
the
A little
hint
bit.
for this is Jack Black voiceover.
Mm.
So I guess I should say the quote and then I'll say the where it's from.
That might be too much of a
The
hint because I already know some stuff there. But continue.
So okay, one of my favorite is
Mhm.
yeah, Vampy got it. Um,
I
so
know. Too much of a hint. Too much.
yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why we call it the
Mm.
present.
That,
Oh,
that's that was fantastic. If it wasn't Kung Fu Panda, I would immediately went to maybe Mario Brothers Bowser because yeah, I would almost say maybe don't give us a hint just to kind of like see if we can guess because that one, depending what your quotes are, going to be definitely giveaways. And
Oh,
we've
that one's
had
the easiest.
okay. Go
These
on
three are
with the
gonna be
next
difficult.
one.
All right, so
Okay.
the next one, it is the wise man that plays the fool, and the foolish person to believe him.
One more time for us.
It is the wise man that plays the fool, and the foolish person to believe him. It's from a
Nah.
series, Netflix series.
Okay.
Now, well, I'll just say Marvel.
Ooh, but it's Netflix. Are you?
Was
ah,
it's one of those.
Is it Is it Carter? Is it? Um. Well, we got Loki. No.
No, red. Think red.
Daredevil. Daredevil.
It was in. Yep. Season 2 or season 3. Madam Gal said the quote.
Wow. Wait, I guess I shouldn't have given the answer. Oh, my bad. I'm supposed to be sitting back here.
I
Just
doubt
man.
anyone would have gotten it, honestly.
Okay, that was okay.
I was
That
pretty
was
sure.
good. That was okay. Go ahead with your third one.
Yeah. So number 2 for me would be don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Hmm. We'll let that go for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give us a slight hint.
It's from a. I actually got it from a pro wrestler. A little different.
Ooh. Okay. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little more hint.
um, she was known for NXT. She's more recent. She's not like Attitude Era. She's more like it was this year she gave the quote.
It's not like Ronda Rousey or anything like that, is it?
Nope, it was her departure for NXT.
Hmm.
She just
I
won.
I almost feel that if we don't, what I don't think China's even still alive, if memory serves me.
No, unfortunately, she passed.
Hmm.
She was relinquishing, giving away her NXT title that she just won due to injury, and she's giving a.
Right. Well, I think you're probably just gonna have to tell us because wait, is that
No.
something? I think we're gonna need help here.
Indy Hartwell is the name of the wrestler.
I got nothing there. I got nothing.
I'm a
All
huge
right.
pro
So,
wrestling fan. So
all
the
right.
first one I'm already knowing, Bambi's gonna get it.
But so no hints then. No
I
hints.
won't give
Go
any
ahead.
hints for this one at all. At all. This is my. I can't even say number one quote, favorite quote of all time. It can't rain all the time. Oh, un momento, porfa.
Do we have the crow?
Yup, Vampy got it from my favorite movie of all time. I was in a dark place when I was younger, and I was sent away, and so I had gotten a handwritten letter from my sister, and we both love that movie. She has a quote on the "It can't rain all the time" quote on her back, and I aim to get it on my forearms. But she sent me a letter, meaningful letter, and at the end, "It can't rain all the time. Things will get better with time," and that helped me for like throughout the stay. So that means
What? We're gonna. Do you have any upcoming vets coming?
I'm yeah. So I actually have a show later on tonight. I had a show earlier. I just came from. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm okay. So I'm gonna be on Games Galore tonight. 10 p.m. Eastern time with Captain Zooted. I'm actually the reigning champion, so I hope to keep my title. Um, and I have other shows coming up, but I post on my IG, and the link is at the bottom of my profile. I also admin for a couple of shows. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that quickly,
You don't
but
know. Go ahead. This is your plug time.
so I admin for Pink Bombshell, Cause and Affection with the Pink Bombshell. Saturdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a new format podcast style for the month of October. I'm actually going to be on it for the week of for October 14th. I also admin for my sister Nina. Um, uh, Nina's LVP, least valuable player, on Sundays at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm also the main booker or schedule manager for her show. So if anybody wants to get on it, message me on IG or however you really like, and I can get you on it faster than 5G. But yeah, that's all that I can offer.
Perfect. And for those that are new in here, this is Quotes with Reddington. You're gonna get with an emoji J, or you can get with myself. Don't bother me too much, I would ask. I mean, my Instagram, if you ever go to it once, you would understand. Humble brag, you can call it. Yeah, please bother my admin. um, I appreciate everyone coming out to support a guy, to be here to provide quotes, and I think this is a lot of fun. Those that are involved, that make the side feature shows, I actually said this is a fantastic idea, and here we all are, and this going on our third episode, and it's real basic too. This isn't really anything that's difficult, that you have to bring something like totally unknown, like whether it's singing or dancing. This is just giving us a beautiful quote, and if it's not a self-made one, you just basically then let us know who it is, and that's the fantastic part. And please all be paying attention in the comments who did it best. And with that being said, thank you for your time. For a guy that's busy as well, he's making it his way up to the ranks of, I don't know, you have maybe top badge goals. Same thing with Vampy. Anyone, and Goober and Gobber, excuse me, Gobber, you guys.
uh, so all good. So yes, I do. I aim to be one of the fastest rising streamers on the app, streamers in the world. I hope to be one of the top streamers in the world, not just in the app, just in general. That is my goal. And I want to replace negative streaming with positive streaming.
All right, all right. Well, that's all we got time for. We got to get the next one up. We're gonna get who? Okay, I don't know which one of you guys requested it first, but I got you both in there. Can I get a one on the comment? Like Egyptian King, you want to go next, or Lux? I think Egyptian King was first, but I could be wrong. I don't want to step on anyone's toes because I know everyone's busy here. So, all right, perfect. A gentleman like that. All right, we got ourselves the second. I mean, not our second. Excuse me. Next quoter of the list, we have ourselves, other than Lux, and I believe this is also maybe our potentially first time properly seeing each other. So
Yeah,
I
nice
am
to meet
glad
you.
that you took the time out of your busy schedule. Everyone's busy. Let's be honest. This is a weekend, and a lot of people are, it's the end of the work week, and we're all busy, and we're all, hey, everyone's taking time out of a busy schedule. And the best thing about all this is all slapped together basically Thursday night. I kid you not. And that is going to be changing going forward. And, we because there's some people that would love to do it, but that need actually proper notice. So everyone that's dropped what they could do, or, whether they actually were available or not available, or just took the time out of a busy schedule. So Lux, let's get right to it. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lux. I've been here about a year and a half, and you can usually find me for coffee time if I make it on here. But you can most certainly find me Saturday night for my newly featured show, Tic Tac Trivia. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Every Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern, so you can come join that. Emoji J is one of the admins, so him and Zen Kitty, if you want to be on the show, you can hit them up. It's so fun. Woo! And then after that, we party. We have a little after show. And then we do audience edition Tic Tac Trivia. So that's me. That's what I have going on over here in my land.
Okay, that's amazing. So we get a little bit of a background. So how long you been on here, and quite successful, it sounds like. And maybe we can ask, what got you in the streaming at least?
Yeah, sure. You asked the question of whether you started out on the app for the dating portion. And that is why I started, to meet people. That didn't work. So I kind of found the live, and I was like, it was a whole new world. When you hit that live button, you find this place and you're like, oh, what a magical
I
land
always
this
tell
is. And then I've
people
loved it ever since.
I'm the digital bartender. Roll up as I tell you a joke or a story as you light up
That's
your
it.
smoke, And we'll play the Piano Man, and maybe I can play the Piano
Yes.
Man too. But oh my gosh, fantastic! We got the last person that's supposed to give a quote, but you're doing awesome. Well, okay, we have Marty. Thank you for popping in. We're one person before you, and then yep, you're perfect on your time schedule. Everything's going great. So can you go ahead and give us your quotes and one quote, multiple quotes? What do we got?
I have one quote for you today.
Perfect, because we're trying to keep it under an
And
hour, and we're at 7:42, so 18 minutes, and we got two people to go.
all right, that's what's up. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let's go. Here's my quote. This quote is by Ralph Waldo Emerson from his essays.
Mhm.
Ralph Waldo Emerson is an American essayist, lecturer, philosopher, and poet who led the Transcendentalist movement, which was to focus on spiritual experiences, not the purely material. So, and that's how I roll. And lux means light in Latin. So we like to go around the app, spreading that light and positivity. So here's your
So
quote,
everyone
everybody.
here has one underlying thing in common. It seems we're all here for the positivity.
You got it. I was like, I like
That's
this positivity
fantastic.
theme. I'm gonna run with that. So here you go. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not. And that's Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I like that because you have to have that beauty in you. Oftentimes we're seeking it, but you have to carry that goodness with you wherever you go, and that's going to be reflected in all of your experiences. So,
Well, thank you. I'm not to cut you short. We got two people more to go. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, and we're trying to keep with a schedule here. And then, you got any future events coming up?
I do. I am in Kitty Commander's Fives battle on October 27th. So come to that, the Meowoween battle. That'll be fun. I'm at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So come on down and shoot a five. All fives matter. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go.
Well, there you go. Make sure you guys. And what do you guys think of that quote? Can you give us that quote one more time? Of course.
I sure can. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not.
And I hope everyone's paying attention in the comments because we are going to be crowning a winner. Okay. And then, we're taking on taking on popular vote. And that was, I sorry I didn't give you like the whole slot like everyone else got. It has nothing to
Oh, no, that's
personal
fine.
with
Yeah.
the
No, we
that
got
I
it all
need.
covered. So, Rhoda, nice meeting you. Thanks for having me. I'm
Thank you,
Lux.
nice
Yay,
meeting
woo.
you as
And
well.
end scene.
And then
All
we're
right.
going to have ourselves. Oh my gosh, even it. Yes. Up next, we have Egyptian King who sniped a couple of the answers. Everyone's taking time out of their busy schedule to be here. And this guy,
What's good, boy? What's good? How you feeling? How you feeling?
oh man, I'm doing awesome. I'm glad everyone, showed up like they were supposed to. And that's what I love the idea that we slapped this together all in less than really a night. And Egyptian King was literally a last second fill in. And I was like, yo, I think actually, you know what? I can get you in because something took place. Don't worry about it. But the man is here. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. So tell us about yourself, my man.
Anybody that doesn't know, I'm Egyptian. I don't really have a streaming schedule. We just go live. We ain't doing a whole bunch of events. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no events. I don't have no shows. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to come for
Yeah.
some laughs and some fun, you know what I'm saying? If you want to come, if you want to get serious or, just express yourself, you know what I mean? Come to my live. That's what we do.
And I'm
You know what I
assuming
mean?
like all of us, you're here for the positivity, not the negativity.
Well, no, I'm here for the toxicity.
Oh!
Okay. I'm here for the toxicity, but you know what I'm saying? You can sprinkle some positive in there. You know what I'm saying? You can sprinkle some positive in there.
Okay. Hey,
You
you gotta
need
give the
to,
man
if you
honest.
need to.
He'd have an honest response. Oh, I think there needs to be a beautiful blend of good and bad, because like, look, you can be. I know in a hypothetical world, you're just supposed to turn the cheek and just take it when they come after you. Well, sometimes you have to give them a piece of humble pie as well.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
So how long have you been streaming for? Did you mention that? I might have missed that.
I've been streaming for a while. I've been streaming for about 3 or 4 years. on and off. And I think the longest break I had took was about a year and a half. So I just recently came back from not streaming for about a year and a half. But I'm a natural. When I started, somebody was like, "I think you should go live," and I've been going live ever since. And
All right.
you know,
Well, that's fantastic. So I believe you have something for us, don't you?
yeah, I
You
actually have
have.
two quotes, and the
Let's
first
go
quote
ahead.
is by me. The first quote is, "In order to be loved fully, you must first be full of love."
And this is self-made, correct?
Yes, yes. It's one of
See,
my
I like the
daily
bonus points. See,
affirmations.
bonus points with a self-made. One more time for the audience, because I really want them to hear these things, because they're going to decide the vote here.
In order to be loved fully, you must first be full of love.
Fantastic, fantastic. And give us our second quote, please.
Okay, my second quote is by Mahatma Gandhi, and he says, "Be careful of your thoughts; they become your words. Be careful of your words; they become your actions. Be careful of your actions; they become your habits. Be careful of your habits; they become your character. Be careful of your character; it becomes your destiny."
No doubt that was our longest quote, on top of quite possibly our, dare I say, our deepest quote. Yeah, one more time. That's right. That's right.
Be careful of your thoughts; they become your words. Be careful of your words; they become your habits. Be careful of your habits; they become your character. Be careful of your character; it becomes your destiny.
Wow. That is quite the quote, and I dare I say it could be potentially the quote of the show. But we still have one more person, and I don't want to take anything away from
Yeah,
anyone
I'm
that's
not the
given the
last
quote.
person. I'm not the last person. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Thank you,
Egyptian King,
Passion.
you mentioned you're not really like a guy that has a bunch of planned events, but you hit that button, you make the action happen. Is that, am
Yeah, and
I?
I actually have done a plethora of shows. I've put together a plethora of auctions. A lot of times people are just say, "Hey, I need somebody to fill in on the show," and they'll come and ask me. I think it's just because, like I said, I'm a natural, and I had no plans of doing this, but I know I have a plethora of quotes. It wasn't something that I
Yes.
had to
And
plan.
like I said, this is an easy idea, and I'm glad I'm the first and better be the only one first as far as getting that featured show before they go stealing my material and thinking they're going to get a, you know, message inbox
I
on the
got you,
IG.
Jay. I got you.
Yeah, if you want to get in more events, I'm positive people can get you in more. I mean, you're a bit, I know you and I, we've had off the stream conversations, about, what we both do, and we're both professionals, and we're, almost, I think everyone here is a working man, on top of streaming. This isn't the only avenue that we do, and part of this is our avenue to get away from the real world, and we
Thank you, guys. Hey,
hit
and I
that
just want to
button.
say, man, this is a great show, man. This is a great show. Thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for being here and interacting. You all are incredible people. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody. Hey, thank you for having me too, Reddington. And you know what I'm saying? Keep doing your
Of
thing, man.
course.
Don't
Okay.
quit, man.
Absolutely. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that's been here. Thank you for they've all been here. Uh, Up next, and I think, Request the Box. He could be considered one of the most controversial people on the app, but I think that's not fair. Just because, he understands winning and there's money involved with winning contests, people will hate what they ain't. And I think he's a genius and a businessman. And I said, I'd love to get him on here. And he was locked out, and he made himself available, barely got off of work on time.
Mhm,
He worked probably at his normal time, but he explained to me his drive and everything.
mhm.
And hey, he's here. And Marty, I don't know if anyone doesn't know you, right? I mean,
Mhm.
but for those that don't, can can you tell us who you are?
Okay, well, everybody, I'm Marty Party. I've been on the app for about 3.5 years, right when the lockdown from COVID started. I was a Black VIP pretty much from day one. 10 months later, I became a top badge back in January of 2021. And almost all of 2022 and 2023, I've been a boss badge. So I have a history of supporting people
And when I first started, I was a streamer, but I was the biggest supporter on the app, and have won several awards for being the number one supporter. And these are people who, when I first started out, they were full-time streamers and they needed a lot of help, and I was there to support them and help them out. There weren't even any contests when I first started on the app. There weren't any battle
Correct.
royals until a couple months later. So it was all genuine support, when I had started. The contest thing was something that occurred, and a lot of the people that I had helped along the way, they tried to kind of pay it back and at least give me some recognition for everything that I had done. So that's
Yeah,
how I
and
came
Marty,
about.
maybe you can tell me this one. Are you the highest gifter on the app, not just the
Yeah,
biggest
I am the
diamond
highest. I am
earner?
currently the highest gifter on the app.
So there you go. He doesn't just take guys and gals,
No.
and I think you get a bad rep for the wrong reasons. And actually, you perform, in my honest opinion, you perform yourself in a professional manner. And the battle games was a perfect example of always making sure that your opponent was okay.
All right.
And I appreciate a businessman, and you're a businessman. You know, there's money to be
I don't
made.
really view myself as a businessman on
Well,
the
but
app.
it's not just,
I
you
view
know what I mean?
myself more as a
Yeah.
mentor and a supporter of people. And the
Well, I
more
guess what I
support
mean
that
is,
I could get, the more I'm able to help others and keep the
oh,
app going.
absolutely. Right, but I guess what I mean is some people cry foul when you win every contest, but that's the guaranteed cash out. That's the guaranteed. And then what's the that's where I see the businessman in you, and that's a smart business.
Yeah, well, I guess I did have a long streak. When I had one consecutive contest, because I did have a lot of big supporters, and as people started seeing that, they tended to not want to support. There was some jealousy. A lot of them wanted to start winning
Yes.
themselves, and they tried to come up with strategies and team up together, so that they could take turns, winning contests, and that's okay. I don't mind, because I
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
I do okay. The battle games was something where I wanted to give people an opportunity to come to my battles and support what they felt comfortable supporting, and most of the people decided they didn't want to show, and a lot of the people that I battled decided that they didn't want to put up any effort, and
Agreed. I agree
they
with
wanted
that.
to cheapen the battle games and say that the whole battle games wasn't fair, which I don't think was right. It's like
Yeah,
everybody has
I
an
agree.
opportunity.
I agree, and I would love to have that conversation with you
Yeah.
off this show, and really give you like some of my opinions of like you're a professional in my honest opinion.
Yeah, no, I know,
Um,
I appreciate that, and I
and
appreciate
so
you.
Marty, with
Yeah.
you took time out of your busy schedule. You know what you're here to do.
Mhm.
What do you have for us? Do you have multiple quotes? One
I
quote?
have
Give
one
us.
quote. I have one
Okay.
quote that stayed with me for almost 20 years. And
Mm.
this was something that my very first boss, had told me. And I use this quote on my stream, when I'm mentoring people and I'm instructing people. It's very short and it's very simple. And it goes like this: if you have to learn everything firsthand, you're going to die stupid. It sounds, and you got to just kind of look at it, because a lot of times, and it applies to this app too, and I don't always take my own lessons from it. When I first
I'm
came
in the
on the
same
app,
boat.
I didn't ask anybody for help. I just kind of did my own thing, and it got me in a lot of trouble.
I'm in the same.
Yeah.
I've been there myself.
Right.
Can you say it one more time for
Yeah.
the
You
audience?
have to learn everything firsthand. You're going to die stupid, which means you have to learn from others' mistakes before you start to do things. You have to kind of analyze what's going around you, what everybody else is doing. Don't try to go and invent something on your own to see if it works or doesn't work. If that's how you're going to figure things out, by doing it yourself firsthand, you're going to get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, some trial and error. But if you already got the knowledge from somebody else,
Right.
please take someone's advice.
Right.
you know?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can still, if you're gonna go ahead and every time you do something and someone gives you advice, you say, "No, I'm just gonna do it my way." You can't always do it. You're getting into trouble. You at least have to listen to people. You got to look at what's happening around you and
Yeah, and
take people's
I
advice.
I would say, like, I for those that don't know, I'm quite the fitness guy,
Mhm,
and I do try to mentor and
mhm,
teach, someone that was, I myself when I'm 42 years old, but
mhm,
you wait till after show. But when I meet someone who's in their 20s and they
mhm.
think they got to go to the gym for 2.5 hours when I go
Right,
twice a day, twice
right,
a week
right.
for 3 minutes in and out. And it's like, yeah, you're just wasting your time. Like,
Mhm.
you don't have to do those things. Like, I'm just going to figure it out on my own. I got this. And I'm like, I get it. But I myself was very fortunate and I was mentored and
Yes,
given the knowledge. And hey, some of the guesswork was taken out of it. But I chose to listen.
right.
Big difference. People want to buck the system and add their own poop hoots, and they're like, no, 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 I got this. I'm gonna figure it out on my own.
Mhm.
But if you have the knowledge and you have someone who's gonna share it with you, at least listen.
Exactly,
Well,
exactly.
Marty, I imagine you're probably in a slew of events, and I know you're also in, the contest going on. I trust me, so you're a busy guy. So anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, I'm doing this new show. It's not a featured show. I don't know if it will be, but I am doing it regularly. It's called No Picture Carlos. It's on Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern. And we have three contestants who try to guess the mystery guest by asking only yes or no questions. And people thought it's a lot of fun. It's not so hard.
It
It's
sounds
just
fun.
mystery.
Maybe
Mystery.
are you saying
Vampy
like a
was on it. Thank you,
Thursday?
Vampy. Moji J is,
Thursday?
is is one of the admins on it. You can reach out to Moji J or NorCal if you want to be on the show. And I
That
might
sounds
have some
good.
other things, in the works, other shows. So I'm going to try to come up with more content, at least 1 hour of content every day that I stream. And I think that could help.
And that's the best part,
Mhm,
like coming up with new ways to invent the wheel, coming
mhm.
up with new content. Sometimes people, good for you for not like just like tuning in and just sitting there like a bump in the log because you made it to the top.
Mhm.
You're trying to come up with new ways, and that's wonderful. Innovation. Marty, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, hanging out with a guy, and I know you made it and you did everything you said you could do, and you made it on time. And I know you're a busy man. Appreciate you.
Oh,
So we
thank you
have
so much for
had,
having me.
you if you want, you can hop out or you can stay. We're going to find out who could be our potential winner. Right? We've had 6 individuals that gave quotes, and I think there was one that I think that really kind of stood out. Not between the heart and soul and the energy you put into it. I almost feel, and it was also the longest quote, probably one of possibly the deepest meaning quotes. So we need votes. So we have all our panels, right? All right. So if you guys could be so kind, thank you in the comments. How do we vote? For the most part, we're going to go in order, right? And Jay, maybe you can help a guy out here. We had our first contestant was our newest contestant. Um, I so I don't fortunately have a spare phone in front of me, but um, she was our newest, and she was the first up. Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible person as far as remembering things. Unless there's a lot of times where I have to write things down. River, yes, River was our first one, right? River went first, and what? Vampy went number 2, and then we had was Lux number 3. King. Okay, then Lux, then Egyptian King, and then Marty Party. All right, very good, very good. Thank you. So go in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. First quoter, number 1. Right. First person up was number 1. The next person, right, and the next person. So yeah, everyone can vote. So let's see. First person that was that. Number 1 was River. Okay. River went first. That's number 1. Vampy, number 2. Okay. Goober, Gobbler. Just kidding. Number 3. Okay. And then we had then we had Lux. We had Egyptian King. And then we had Marty Party. So I'm so far seeing an overabundant amount of number 5. Okay. Now the top gifter of the app during the stream, is the Wrinkle here. They can pass, 2 votes if they're still here. So I'm seeing in the comments, number 5. Vote for yourself. Nice. I approve. I believe we have ourselves the winner. Egyptian King, it's totally up to you if you would like to buzz the box once again and take your crown as you were this week's episode of Quotes with Reddington. And I want to say, take the time for everyone that tuned in, that took the time to stop in or even participated. And if you guys want to participate in next week's episode, which we're aiming to do, once again, keep the ball rolling, we have no less than at least a couple of the admins that are going to be participating. Oh, and not to totally cut you off,